पुर्नेंदु।
हाँ भाई। गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग।
मेरा तो वीडियो नहीं आ रहा है इसमें। तुमको दिख रहा है क्या? आया, अब आया। अच्छा, उल्टा घूम गया। ओके, अब ठीक है।
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
सो
हाँ।
आज का कोई टॉपिक नहीं है, कोई एजेंडा हमने डिसाइड नहीं किया है। बस
हम्म।
बात करेंगे, जो भी रैंडमली ख्याल आएगा, सोच आएगी जहन में, बात
हम्म।
करेंगे।
अच्छा,
पहले जो
इसका लिंक कहीं शेयर कैसे करते हैं?
किसको
इसका लिंक शेयर कैसे करते हैं?
अ, लोगों के साथ तो नीचे में जो वो एरो जैसा दिख रहा है, उसके साथ तुम अगर
एरो।
स्पेसिफिक लोगों के साथ शेयर करना है तो कर सकते हो।
अच्छा अच्छा, मतलब ये जो इंस्टाग्राम के अंदर है उन्हीं को शेयर होगा?
हम्म
अच्छा, ठीक है।
करें शुरू। नेटवर्क की समस्या लग रही है मुझे। बफर हो रहा है, बफर। अब ठीक है। बफर होने लग गया था। अब ठीक है।
हम्म। हम्म।
सो
ठीक है।
कुछ देर वेट करेंगे हम लोगों के ज्वाइन करने का, या
हाँ।
स्टार्ट?
हाँ, कर सकते हैं, वेट करते हैं थोड़ी देर।
तो मीनवाइल देहरादून कैसा है?
देहरादून मस्त मस्त है।
तुम टीका लगाए हुए हो क्या?
हाँ, पता नहीं, आज पूजा किए थे तो लग गया।
अच्छा, तो हिंदी में करें हम बातचीत या इंग्लिश में करें?
कोई भी चलेगा, मतलब मिक्स
क्या
रखेंगे,
चाहती है?
क्योंकि हम लोग तो प्योर हिंदी भी नहीं बोलते हैं, प्योर इंग्लिश भी नहीं बोलते हैं। हम लोग का तो
कुछ लोग जो
लैंग्वेज
हमारे
ही
साथ जुड़े
मिक्स
हैं,
है।
लेट्स आस्क द
अच्छा।
ऑडियंस whether they want in
हम्म।
हिंदी और इंग्लिश,
तो
किस भाषा में
प्लीज़,
आप पसंद
वट
करेंगे ये
एवर
बातचीत?
लैंग्वेज यू वांट अस टू टॉक, प्लीज़ पुट इन द कमेंट, है ना?
क्या आप हमें सुन पा रहे हैं? आर यू एबल टू हियर अस? प्लीज कंफर्म बाय राइटिंग यस इफ यू कैन हियर अस। क्या हमें कोई सुन पा रहा है? कैन यू हियर अस? इंग्लिश, चलो एक कमेंट आए,
इंग्लिश।
दैट आल्सो मींस कि लोग हमें सुन पा रहे हैं।
हाँ।
ठीक है, बट एक और कमेंट आया हिंदी। सो नाउ वी हैव वन इंग्लिश एंड वन हिंदी।
अच्छा। गुड़गांव में हो?
हम्म चलिए अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं।
हम्म।
कभी हिंदी और कभी इंग्लिश ऐसे मिक्स टाइप से कर लेंगे। तो सबसे पहले पुर्नेंदु प्रभात, आप अपना परिचय स्वयं देंगे या शुड आई इंट्रोड्यूस यू?
ये परिचय क्या देना है? पूर्णेंदु मेरा नाम है, और मेरा सन्यास का नाम है स्वामी मग्न महापत, और घर का
स्वामी क्या?
नाम मेरा मग्न महापत।
मग्न महापद।
महापत।
महापत।
पत। पत पत।
पद।
ता,
मग्न महापद।
मतलब। और घर का नाम मेरा मुकुल है।
हम्म,
और दोस्त लोग कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं। राइट। तो दैट इज़ व्हाट आई एम known as, and professionally I work as assistant professor at Tulaz Institute, Dehradun, in the CSE department. Apart from that, recently I have started my own firm which is called Algoristan Research, which is basically the vision of it is basically to find the simplest solution of real problems. कई बार होता है क्या है कि हम लोग ऐसे कान छूने के बजाय ऐसे घुमा के छूते हैं, है ना? बिकॉज because people are not able to understand that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? जो चीज़ डायरेक्टली हो सकता है उसको इनडायरेक्ट वे में करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, right? So that is what my approach is about Al research. Direct solutions, if it is possible, why not? Right? Simplest solution, and one solution which does one thing and does not do anything at all other than that. Right? It is based primarily on computer vision. Most of the projects are on using computer vision, and some other projects are also there. Basically, we are taking one problem at a time and solving it simply, and that is it, done.
तो पूर्णेंदु, आप उस रेयर ब्रीड ऑफ ह्यूमन में आते हैं जो दुनिया के दो एक्सट्रीम एंड्स पे काम कर रहे हैं, यानी कि आप आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और मशीन लर्निंग के ऊपर भी काम कर रहे हैं, और दूसरी साइड आपने संन्यास भी लिया हुआ है, आप स्पिरिचुअलिटी के रास्ते पे भी बढ़ रहे हैं। तो कितना आसान या कितना मुश्किल है एक चीज जो बिल्कुल सिर्फ और सिर्फ मशीन पे या एल्गोरिदम्स पे फोकस्ड है, वैसी चीज को साथ में लेके चलना विद स्पिरिचुअलिटी? क्या कभी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आता है? कभी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और स्पिरिचुअलिटी आपस में टकराते हैं, या इन दोनों का आप एक साथ बैलेंस में लेकर चल पा रहे हैं?
मतलब बैलेंस हम नहीं करते हैं, राइट? I allow it to be unbalanced if it wants, if it is like that. I don't try to make balance, and sometimes when I am deviated, then I try to make balance. It is a futile exercise. That there is balance is a myth. There is no balance. So we need to accept the imbalance, because the two things that you are trying to balance, you are none of these. Right? You need to see that you are none of these. These things are happening. That's it. I cannot go in my spiritual path. That is not on me, right? I don't control my spiritual path, right? Second thing, my professional life and my social life, family life. These are not all different, because if I am starved spiritually, it will be shown on all the aspects of my life, right? Somehow or the other, it will be shown in all the aspects. If I am not eating properly, it will also reflect on my spiritual path, and it will also reflect on my professional path. I will not be able to deliver very good lectures if I am not very healthy, right? So sometimes there is some stress on one aspect of the life, and it spreads to all the different aspects that you are involved in. It happens, right? And it is natural. Thing is that you don't try to don't see them as different, right? You don't see them as different. You see them as all as one. And there is no such thing as professional life or personal life. Just if we don't differentiate between them, then we don't feel like balancing them. Then we don't have to balance, right?
Okay.
Like as a for example, I will give you. For Amit is my friend, right? And I have a friend Saket. I have a friend Prashant, right? There are many friends. I'm just taking 2 examples. Devi is my friend. So these are 4 friends, right? I don't try to balance between them, right? दिव्य से मेरा 2 महीने से बात नहीं हुआ, प्रशांत से भी बात नहीं, अमित से भी अभी कल या परसों मैसेज पे बात हुआ, राइट? यू डोंट बैलेंस, राइट? So you take them all as one and you don't try to balance. And if you need to trust, mind it, if you need to trust, then it is also just a game, mind game. Trust is a mind game, right? If you need to trust, then you trust that everything will happen on its own. Does it make sense?
Yeah. So we'll uh, discuss about AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning first, and later towards the discussion we'll move to spirituality. So AI और ML को लेकर जो दो दो सवाल मेरे मन में अक्सर आते हैं, जो शायद वेरी कॉमन है.
हम्म.
पीपल ऑफन वंडर AI, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस या मशीन लर्निंग के आ जाने से पहला सवाल कि क्या लोगों की नौकरियां चली जाएंगी, बिकॉज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस हमेशा ऑटोमेशन से रिलेट होता है, और अगर ऑटोमेशन बहुत ज्यादा आ जाएगा दुनिया में तो क्या लोगों की नौकरियां चली जाएंगी, लोग बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे? क्या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस या मशीन लर्निंग इन फ्यूचर बेरोजगारी प्रमोट कर सकता है? और दूसरा सवाल कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और मशीन लर्निंग क्या एक पॉइंट आएगा, एक टाइम आएगा जब ये इंसान के हाथ से बाहर निकल जाएंगी? क्योंकि हम बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर एक इंटेलिजेंस की जो खुद से ऑपरेट कर सकता है, तो क्या ये भी संभावना है कि इन फ्यूचर वो इंटेलिजेंस हमारे हाथ से ही निकल जाए और हम इंसानों के अगेंस्ट काम करना शुरू कर दें, या एटलीस्ट हमारे विलिंगनेस से बाहर हो जाए, वो हमारे मन के हिसाब से ना चले, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अपने सेल्फ ऑपरेटेड हो जाए? ये दो सवाल अक्सर मेरे दिमाग में आते हैं इन चीजों में.
पहला सवाल तो ये कि इससे जॉब्स बहुत लोगों का जाएगा. दैट इज ट्रू. इट हैज हैपेंड, राइट, एंड इट विल हैपन. देयर इज नो एस्केप. People have lost jobs due to AI, and people, as AI advances, people will be losing their jobs, right? So this is just a change. जैसे जो लोग रिक्शा चलाते हैं, they are being replaced now by e-rickshaw or auto, right? Those people who used to deliver food, right, they will be replaced by drones who will be delivering the food. But you also try to understand the fertility rate is decreasing. Right now, people are having less children. Right, earlier they used to have at least 4 or 5 children. Now they are having 1 or 2, at most 2, not more than 2. Just so I see it this way, that we are preparing for a world with less human beings. उतना वर्कफोर्स हमारे पास फ्यूचर में नहीं होगा जितना अभी हमारे पास है. And then you will have to make it up with machines. So AI need to grow. What was the second question? I forgot. That it will surpass.
Yeah.
AI will possibly surpass the human intelligence. AI is nothing but mathematics, right? What is artificial intelligence? It is nothing very cryptic. It is nothing very difficult or very mystical. So what AI is, just some mathematical functions. If we have studied about composition of functions, we have studied, right? F of g, right? Those things, right? Function of function. Right? So what we have done is that how AI is advanced is that you keep adding more complex functions, right? And when you have data which does not have a simple relationship between them, right? If data is not simple and straightforward, then it cannot be modeled with a simple function, right? So if the data is, you don't know what the data means, right? So you try to apply more complex functions which might learn from the data. That is what AI is, right? So Yes, AI and consciousness, these two are different things. AI works in the material world. At most, what we can do is that we can have AI. Presently, we are working with mathematics, right? It's mathematical computation that is happening inside a processor. We can advance it and make it like chemical reactions that are happening in our brain, right? We can create a replica of our brain if we are able to understand how it works. It is a physical thing, and sometime in the future, we will be able to understand it. That is for sure, because it is physical. It is in the physical world, right? So at most, we can create a human brain, but that is not what intelligence is, right? Pure intelligence is non-material. That that uh, now please mark what I'm going to say. That is present in us, in the machines as well, in the things that you think are not alive, like trees and plants, and mountains, rivers, a cup of tea, my keyboard, right? Everything, the intelligence is there, right? It is not something which is concentrated inside your brain. It is what that is pervading everywhere. So that intelligence we don't have, the intelligence has us, right? So that intelligence is playing, and and that is how AI is developing through that intelligence only, and through yeah though so we cannot say that it will surpass. So it already has the same intelligence that we have.
Okay. So next question is, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस या मशीन लर्निंग कितना इजी है? अगर कोई इंसान जिसने कंप्यूटर साइंस नहीं पढ़ा है, अगर वो एआई एमएल के फील्ड में एंटर करना चाहता है, वो एआई एमएल सीखना चाहता है, जैसे आप भी कोर्सेज आई थिंक अवेलेबल कराते हो एआई एमएल के, सो कैन समवन विथ अ नॉन कंप्यूटर साइंस बैकग्राउंड, जस्ट अ सिंपल लेट्स से बीए इन हिस्ट्री और सोशियोलॉजी और बीकॉम ग्रेजुएट, कैन ही लर्न एआई एंड एमएल, एंड अप टू व्हाट लेवल कैन ही लर्न?
So there are certain prerequisites to learn AI, ML, mathematics. So at least what in India we call like plus two, right? 11th and 12th, that is required. That is minimum. If someone thinks that he or she or them have done some course in something which is totally unrelated, non-mathematical background, they will be able to learn AI, but they will have to cover it up from the beginning, and that is quite difficult. That cannot be done with a 6 months course or 1 year course, 2 year course. It will require more number of years, because having a deep understanding in AI is not simple. It comes only when you have a solid mathematical foundation. Programming is not required in the beginning. If you want to implement things, then programming is required. If you want to understand and do theoretical part of the research, then mathematics is very much required. And if someone thinks that without mathematics they will learn some functions and then they will try to implement it, then then they will lose the jobs when AI becomes more prominent, right?
तो अगला सवाल ये है कि एलन मस्क, वर्ल्ड्स रिचेस्ट पर्सन, ही इज प्लानिंग लॉट ऑफ न्यू थिंग्स, लॉट ऑफ रिवॉल्यूशनरी थिंग्स, जिसमें से एक प्लान मार्स पे शहर बसाने का भी है, अ टाउन ऑन मार्स, That is one plan.
Hmm.
Second plan was Hyperloop, बहुत ultra fast transportation. Then
Hmm.
he's also working on uh, Neuralink, which is like putting a putting a chip into the human brain. So
Hmm.
एआई इन चीजों के लिए कितना रेडी है या कितना टाइम लगेगा एआई को बिकॉज एआई विल बी रिक्वायर्ड इफ यू वांट टू सेटल ऑन मार्स और यू वांट टू पुट अ चिप इन ह्यूमन ब्रेन सो हाउ
Hmm.
हाउ रेडी इज एआई राइट नाउ या कितना टाइम लगेगा इसमें
I don't know. I have not done any research on Neuralink yet, but see, settling on Mars as in like when, yeah. So and when uh, it takes a lot of time to reach Mars still, right? When we had very less computational power, still we were able to reach the moon. But although we did not settle there because because it is not needed, right? And if it is needed, scientific advances will happen, and human beings will make it possible. See, having a place to live on Mars, and this will eventually be needed, right? And that is why I appreciate Elon Musk, because you cannot just take one step, and you need some human beings need to plan for, like, after 200 years, after 100 years, if something wrong has happened on earth, right? People are sufficiently foolish to do that. They are ready to destroy just for their own ego. Sometimes I do feel that foolishness in me. So I think that everyone sometimes feels to destroy the whole world. This happens, and this may happen anytime. So it is better for the continuity of humanity that they try to at least have a backup plan, right, where some people can go and then they continue as human beings. I am not sure if people will be born there or not. I don't know. Lot of questions need to be answered, because people, life as we see here is might be very different. I had I don't know. I cannot say more on this. I don't know much about it.
okay so my next question is in the direction of environment ये जो धरती है प्लैनेट अर्थ
Hmm.
सो आप किस साइड खड़े हो यहाँ पर कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि अगले 20-30 सालों में यह धरती रहने लायक नहीं रहेगी कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं अभी भी होप है हम सरवाइव कर लेंगे हम टेम्परेचर को ज्यादा बढ़ने से बचा लेंगे सो हाउ होपफुल और हाउ नेगेटिव यू आर अबाउट द फ्यूचर ऑफ दिस प्लैनेट इन जनरल व्हाट इज योर परसेप्शन आर वी डूइंग इनफ और नॉट
I feel it very strongly that people are now realizing, right? Most of their actions is, for example, they now appreciate trees, right? They feel bad when trees are cut. They try to plant more trees, or whatever, right? So I see that that kind of awareness coming in people. But when your awareness is overshadowed by advertisements that you see, by the big corporate giants who try to control the world by controlling what you think, So what I would say is that people, it is not dependent on everyone, right? It is dependent on those who control the world, in the sense that whatever people are thinking every day, every night, is controlled. Right? This is controlled by the giants. Uh, I don't know if the word is very correct or not. By the giants who control the overall economy. And when you have controlled economy, you control kind of everything, except few people, but most of them will be controlled. Like for example, if there is some cashback on application A and there is no cashback on application B, people will go to application A. So if they are, if those few people, right, and those few corporations, if they, I don't talk about government because they are, that is just a mimicry. It is not like there is a government, right? There are corporate giants who run everything, right? Government and democracy and these things, we just have something to feel happy about. That is not how things happen actually, right? The world is controlled by economics. That is what I see, right? Rewards and punishments, economic rewards and economic punishments, that has overshadowed everything all the time. So the thing is, if they wish to make this earth a better place, then it will happen. Otherwise, it is not going to happen because we don't have the resources. Individual people, they might think that individually we will contribute this or that, but it is not going to happen.
मैं ये भी कह दूं, if anybody has any questions, anybody has any uh, queries, any doubts, they can ping us, they can let us know on the Q&A section. So meanwhile, अब हम थोड़ा अध्यात्म की तरफ, स्पिरिचुअलिटी की तरफ रुख लेते हैं. So अभी हम,
Just 1 minute. I will have some water and then I'll be
yeah,
back.
meanwhile आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं, इस डिस्कशन से कोई बात आपके मन में आई है, कुछ आप कहना चाहते हैं, कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हैं, then please go ahead and write it in the comment or the question section. Meanwhile, I will also have some water. Okay. So we don't have any questions so far.
अभी टाइम है थोड़ा. हेलो. आ गए.
अब चलते हैं स्पिरिचुअलिटी की तरफ. आप अभी बात कर रहे थे अवेयरनेस की, कॉन्शियसनेस की. जितनी भी धरती पर समस्याएं हैं, जो भी ह्यूमन काइंड फेस कर रहा है, सो देयर इज वन मेजर रीजन, अ बिग रीजन बिहाइंड दैट इज पीपल आर नॉट अवेयर इनफ. People have not expanded their consciousness enough to realize that they don't exist as an individual. Their existence or their survival is as much dependent as on everything else around them. तो हमारे आसपास की जो दुनिया है उससे हमने अपने आप को अलग कर दिया है. और ये जो लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस या कॉन्शियसनेस है, इसी की वजह से शायद पॉल्यूशन की समस्याएं, इन्वायरमेंटल डैमेज की समस्याएं और हेट्रेड की समस्याएं, और जो भी जिस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स आज हम फेस कर रहे हैं एज ए सोसाइटी और स्पेशली एज ए कंट्री, तो इन सब के पीछे कहीं ना कहीं लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस, लैक ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस देखी जाती है. इसके बारे में आप क्या कहते हो और कैसे इस चीज को मास लेवल पे चेंज किया जा सकता है? एक बंदे को लेट्स से पर्सनली गाइड कर देना आसान है, कॉन्शियसनेस एक्सपैंड करना, उसकी हेल्प करना आसान है। बट एक मास लेवल पे अगर इंडिया एज ए कंट्री ग्रो करना चाहती है, सही दिशा में जाना चाहती है, अपनी कॉन्शियसनेस को, अपने अवेयरनेस को बढ़ाकर एज हेल्दी लिविंग, इन्वायरमेंट फ्रेंडली लिविंग और एज ए सोशल गैदरिंग सही तरीके से रहना चाहती है, तो क्या प्लान हो सकता है इसके लिए?
हम लोग ना बहुत डिस्कम्फर्ट में रहते हैं. We live in utter discomfort. That is what is the root of all the misery. We are not comfortable with ourselves. Right? Why we are not comfortable with ourselves? Because we get motivated. And why we get motivated? Because we feel that we are not sufficient. Right? There is the whole psychology. First, they will tell you that you are not good enough, and then they will tell you, do this and you will become better. And when you do that thing, you become uncomfortable, and that is the cause of your anxiety, and that is the cause of and then you are in a very miserable state. And then when you are in a miserable state, then you can be controlled.
Right.
Right? So first of all, don't get motivated. Even if someone tells that you are not sufficient or you need to do this and that, don't take inputs from anyone else. It is better to be egoistic. Right? It is better if you feel that it is your ego. Right? If it is better to be egoistic, and it is better to be arrogant than to be led by someone else. Because being led by someone else is always misleading, right? You don't have, so it is not like someone should not decide what you have to do, and that includes your parents as well, because in India that is more prevalent, that parents decide what the child will do. And when you take parents out of the equation, don't let the cinema do that. Right? And don't let the reels, and don't let the success of others decide what you should do. So you have to filter out all the sources of all the sources of inspiration. Don't be inspired. Never get inspired by anyone. That is very important. Right? Because once you get inspired, everything, you become uncomfortable. Right? You are not on your natural path. Whatever path you are in, just allow, take time and see what is the worst that can happen. The worst is that you will die, right, in this world. That is the worst people may think. Or you will have no money left, or you will have to ask money from your friends, relatives, or the people you love, they will be out of your life, possible, and you will lose all the reputation, or your credit score may go down, or these are how things people are being controlled, right? Or it is possible that in the worst case, if you don't have anything, you can make tea and you can sell tea, right? The worst, you can make You can get some eggs and make omelette on the roadside, and then you can sell it. That everyone can do, and there are people who do that, and they are able to live their life. Just try to understand that you have got nothing to lose if you don't do anything. But when you are utterly relaxed and comfortable, good things, I don't know how English, I don't have English word for it, शुभ, जो शुभ होना चाहिए शुभ होगा, right?
Auspicious.
Which will, हाँ हाँ, auspicious, right? Auspicious things will happen if you are utterly relaxed. You may believe or don't believe on God, that is mind game, your own. We are born with in different families with different backgrounds, right? So that is a mind game that is going on, that goes on with me as well, because it is natural. Right? uh, so you have to be, not get inspired, not be motivated, and then when we are able to create such a humanity who is not motivated, then our problems will be, I think, possibly will be less.
So now I want to go to the last question.
Hmm.
Many people say that who am I is the most important question in life. Everybody should ask it, and any spiritual journey or any path to good life will start from answering this question for yourself. So, how does someone start this journey of finding who am I, and what is the role of a teacher in this? And how will one know whether he has found his teacher, whether this is a good teacher or this is a bad teacher? Like we have, since childhood, we have seen India has had these big teachers, big leaders. Like uh, we had Osho in past, then we came to Sri Ravi Shankar, now Sadhguru, and there have been many more, but these are some popular ones. So when someone wants to answer who am I, does he need a teacher? If he needs, then how will he find out if this person is the right teacher for him or not? That's the last question.
This is a very good question, and also a very important one. First of all, before uh, trying to find an answer of a question, first find that whose question is this? Is it the question someone else want you to find answer of? Or see, you read book, who am I, and then you start finding, is it coming from outside or is it your own quest? If it is not your own quest, why do you want to find its answer? It is meaningless, useless. Don't try to find answer for questions asked by someone else, because that is a trap, right? You can find answer of the questions which you have asked yourself, questions that have arisen from you. And the good thing is that when the question arises from you, it is a question is like a plant, and the answer comes like a flower, right? When the plant grows properly and you nurture the plant with sun and soil and water, then the answer flowers on top of the question. If it is your question, you will, if it is purely your question, then the plant is now growing, and allow that question to grow, and after some time answer will come on its own. And
Teacher part.
so
Coming
teacher,
to the teacher
right?
part.
Hmm. I'm trying to find an easy way to uh, explain what I think. Although whenever something is said, it it becomes untrue. So I will try to give a pointer to what a guru is. So guru is everyone has a father and a mother. Without a father and a mother, there is no human being, right? And the relationship with your father and your mother cannot be undone, right? Legally, someone may disown you or do whatever, right? But it is not a relation that can be changed. You cannot change your brother or sister, right? You can change your friends, you can change your spouse. All those things are possible, but you cannot change those some relationship, right? Guru is such a relationship. The teacher and the disciple, that is such a relationship. And it is highly possible that your guru is still in the making, and it is also possible that your guru is has already reached, has already flowered, and the guru is an embodiment of the guru, right? A guru is an embodiment of the guru. What is the guru? That is what I, in the first question, I think I said about intelligence, right? That intelligence is the one who dispels the darkness, right? So that intelligence is always there, and you and so when it embodies someone, then that person becomes a guru, right? For it to allow the guru surrenders gives perfect surrender, and then the intelligence embodies the guru, right? And the guru is one soul which is actually linked with you, not in this world in which we are body and mind, but there are many planes of many other dimensions of existence, and uh, and it is like that, right? So you don't have to find the guru, you already have a guru. Everyone has a guru. It is possible that you or the guru is not aware of that relationship, right? The relationship that you have with your parents and your brothers and sisters is of this particular birth, but that with the guru is of multiple births, right? It is from the beginning when you were created, not in this birth, but the first time, and it will continue till where you will become non-existent totally.
Okay, so with that question and answer, I would like to wrap up this Insta Live. It was fun. I hope people will find some value out of this discussion. Not only those who have watched it live, but some people may watch it later because हर कोई join नहीं कर पाया होगा इस समय. So I hope people find value in this, and you can always ask your questions now or later, and we'll make them reach to Purnendu. So once again, thank you Purnendu for joining us,
Thank
and
you.
thank you to all the audience who became a part of this. Have a good Sunday, and Most
Yes.
importantly, have a good life.
And the good thing is that tomorrow I
Yeah.
have a holiday.
Oh,
Tomorrow again.
yeah. Good for you. So, on this happy note, let's end this. Unless someone has any quick questions. So, this may be the first live I have had where nobody has asked anything.
It is because they are searching for their own
Answers.
pure question.
They,
Pure question.
oh,
If they have their own question,
right.
then they don't even need to ask.
Correct. So, yeah, find your own questions and then hopefully you will find your answers, your right answers. So that's one line I would like to take from this session, though there are lots of gems, but that was more important for me personally, that find your own questions. Because बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हमने बुक से, लोगों के मुंह से, ऑनलाइन सोशल मीडिया से कहीं ना कहीं से सुना है और वो हमारे क्वेश्चंस बन गए हैं, बट नॉट नेसेसरली वो हमारे क्वेश्चंस हों. हमारे जो खुद के क्वेश्चंस होंगे वो हमारे अंदर से आएंगे, वो किसी बाहरी मीडियम में देखने सुनने से नहीं उठेंगे. So find your own questions and then you will find your own answers and probably the right answers. So on that happy note, let's end it and hope to see you again sometime soon. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And